Hello everyone. So in this video, we'll solve this exponential word problem. So as per the word problem, John bought a painting 5 years ago for $600. The value of the painting increases by 7% per year. And what is its value today? Now, how do we know that this problem is based on the concepts of exponential functions? Now, in this case, the value of the painting increases by 7% per year. So it's not a fixed amount by which the value is going up, it's a fixed percentage. So that's why we have to use an exponential model to solve this problem. So we'll start by writing the general equation for the exponential model, and the general equation is y equals a times b to the power x. Now this problem is a case of growth because the value of the painting is increasing every year. So it's a case of growth, not decay. Now in this general equation, y represents the final amount, or in this case, it's the final value. And a represents the initial amount. Or the initial value. And b represents the growth factor because this is a case of growth. And the formula for b is, so b equals 1 plus r. And r represents the growth rate, or in this case it's the rate by which the value increases every year. And x represents the number of growth periods. So now we should list the values for these variables based on the information given in this problem. Now one thing to understand here is the context or the timeline that's described in the problem. So John bought a painting 5 years ago for $600 and we have to find the value today. So the value of the painting 5 years ago becomes the initial value. So the A value here is equal to $600. So there's a very important concept you need to understand and memorize for problems like this one. So y here represents the final value because that's the value today and that's the unknown in this equation, and we have to solve for y. Now r, the rate at which the value is increasing, is given as 7%. Now in the formula for b, we'll use the value of r in decimal form. So we should convert 7% to decimal form by dividing 7 by 100. So we get 0.07. And now we can calculate the value of b. So b will be equal to 1 plus 0.07, which is equal to 1.07. Now we can sub in these values in the given equation or the equation we wrote on the board to find the value of y, which is the value today. So A is 600 times 1.07, that's the r value, and the exponent is x. So I forgot the x value. So the x value here is 5 because x represents the number of growth periods. The value increases 7% every year. So x is equal to 5. So exponent 5. And now we have to evaluate this expression. So the first step is to evaluate 1.07 to the power 5. So I get 600. So 600 stays the same times 1.402551731. So we should use the exact value so that we get the exact answer for the final answer. We should not round the intermediate answers. And now we can multiply 600 by this big number, and I got 841.53. Now since this is a dollar value, we should round our answer to the nearest cent. That is 2 decimal places. So that's why. So this should be the final answer for this problem. And now we can write a closing statement to summarize our answer. So the value of the painting today is $841.53. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.